When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't stop. Step it up. Don't stop.
All right, welcome in everybody. Hey, first time ever live streaming, Ray. I messed up on the intro there, hit the wrong one at first.
Yeah.
But, hey, I want to. Paul Brown worked on that for me, and well for us, and hey, I want to thank him for that. But great
You
intro
did a great
there,
job.
and so we got a few minutes of the old one too. But want to welcome in everybody tonight, January 17th, season 4, show number 2 of the Fly for Fun show. Of course, Captain Ray Kelly doing live with Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly every other Wednesday now, so our numbers will go down in shows, but. Same thing every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. You got somebody great to watch, we think. Yeah. And hey, we got a great guest tonight, Mr. Lauren Donauer, and we'll catch up with Lauren in a few minutes. We'll let Ray introduce him. But Ray, I do want to say, got some birthdays. My daughter Andrea had a birthday this week. Jake Fulis, Art Carlson, Charles Galinsky, Paul Brown had a birthday. Floyd Moats, Mayla DeFoo, and Stevie Bonks. So we got a ton of birthdays. Just had birthdays in the past, and I think Art had a birthday. Yeah, I had Art in here, but I do want to say we do have a great sticker pack tonight. It's #cold, and I have a hat I'll give away tonight. So we'll have two prizes tonight. And guys, if you want to put your link in the chat here, we want you to do that. We like we want to support everybody here. Make sure you sub to everybody. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight. The drone guide, I was just talking with Ray. We got some corrections to make. We'll get this corrected. We will have it for the South Florida Drone Meetup, and of course, we'll put it on Facebook and our Fly for Fun page, and we'll get it out to you. And Ray, we'll probably work on that. Try to get this done in the next couple of weeks. We 80 days away from the South Florida Drone Meetup. Ray, and how are we coming on that? We up there.
It's coming better than I expected. Really, I mean, we broke 100. We're up to 104 that say they're coming now. But I got to say thank you to everybody who's given a commitment to come. And we even might have a surprise announcement later too in the show. Yeah. But anyway, I lined up. So we lost our entertainment. Dennis Lovelady's doing a trip to China for 4 to 6 weeks, so he's not going to be able to perform for us this year. But I lined up some more entertainment, and it's going to be John and Maureen of the Breakaways. That's the band that Tony's in, and
really?
They agreed to do a duet performance for us, and it's going to be great. And there's no doubt in my mind about it. So I got to say thank you to Tony Sincerski for setting that up, and thank you for John and Maureen for entertaining us at the South Florida Drone Meetup. But I tell you, the names just keep coming in, Johnny. I got the list right here. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Really.
Ray, and I know today on Old Farts with Drones, the guy
Yeah,
Steve, what's Steve's last name?
Steve Jennis
Yeah,
from Vermont. He said he's coming.
he's coming.
So
Yeah,
that's
so
going to
that's
be
good.
good too. He'll have a good time. Yeah.
And
And
we got I know Gary and Jim are coming back. Well, I think Jim is driving Beauchart. Him and his son are driving down.
okay, I didn't hear that. Okay,
Yeah,
good. But we're glad that Jim is coming and he's bringing Jordy, or Jordy's bringing
yeah,
him. I don't know. But Gary's coming back from Canada too, and that's great. But then we got Steve Gardner and Terry Hawes coming all the way from Europe to
yeah.
join us.
The
So
drone seekers, yeah, that's part of the, on Sunday, Marcus Crawford is on the drone seekers at 2 p.m. I think, well, 3 p.m. I think Eastern time, but yeah, so that'll be fun to meet those guys.
and I got a big box here, guys. I got a big box, and in this box, everybody's wondering what's in the box. Well, we got the lanyards from Pilot Institute.
Okay.
So the first 125 that come are going to get one. And I got to say thank you to Greg. And there's some stickers in there also. So thank you very much, Greg and Pilot Institute, for sponsoring the South Florida Drone Meetup again. So
Yeah, Ray, and I
also
know
wearing John Flynn's shirt, Flying Flynn Media, and he agreed to donate 6 T-shirts to the South Florida Drone Meetup, and this great company is making them up for him. So
yeah, John messaged me the other day. He's going to give 6 shirts away, and we'll get those done, and I'll bring them.
Thank you.
So he's got a great logo, and so we'll get those made, and John, we'll give those away, and I know some other people, there'll be a lot of giveaways, Ray, and I know last year, man, we pulled for prizes for what, 45 minutes or an hour.
I know, over an hour.
So,
but I did also speak with John Carroll, JC Flying, and John is going to be selling some 4th annual South Florida Drone Meetup hats. And if anybody wants to get one, it's going to be very limited supply of them, I think. But he's going to be handling that, and he sent me a picture of it. And let me see if I can bring it up real quick. But John, he's a great guy. And I got to say thank you. It's going to actually say 4th Annual South Florida Drone Meetup on it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be $25, so. And he's going to take payment via PayPal. And if you want it shipped to you, he's got to add another $5 shipping on. So
right. Hey. Well, it costs to ship. I know we ship a lot of stuff, from the Fly for Fun show. The stuff we give away, we get it out. We try to get it out the next day. Of course, the sticker pack. We've got a great sticker pack tonight. We got a couple new stickers. And we got the JohnnieDroneFlyer cap we'll give away. But hey, Ray, let's.
We got a great crowd watching.
Yeah,
we got a great crowd watching. And Scotty, Jackrabbit FPV, he was number 1. Always good to see Scotty. And Captain Joe was right behind him.
Scotty Stiff Pants. That's Scotty Stiff Pants.
And Captain Joe, USA Drone Flyer, and Angel, Drone Guy 42. And then I saw John Olson and Big Orange Drone Flyer. Zach's in the house. How you doing, Zach? Thanks for tuning in. And Matt Bagwell's watching up in Virginia Beach, that is. And Art Carlson's watching out in Colorado. How you doing, Art? Thank you for watching. And Brian, Waypoint, New England's watching. How you doing, Brian? And Dominic, Northside Hawk, watching all the way in Australia. How you doing, Dominic? And Paul Brown's watching. How you doing, Paul? And Bill Walton. How you doing, Bill? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And Drone Guy, he's in the house. So how you doing, Drone Guy? Charles Koluski's watching. And I already said John Flynn, Flying Flynn Media is watching. He's one of our biggest supporters. So good to see you, John. And thank you again for sponsoring the South Florida Drone Meetup. And let's see who else is I said Charles and Mad Props Media. Randy, how you doing? Good to see you. And John Kay's watching. Good to see you, John. And let's see. I know it takes time to do this, guys, but it's important to Johnny and I to read your name and acknowledge you for watching. Angie, Lost Girls Adventures. How you doing?
Jeff, I see Jeff Norman in here. Yeah, Scott and
Jeff's watching. And while we're talking about Jeff, Jeff's going to be giving the editing presentation at the South Florida Drone Meetup. So I know a lot of people are going to learn a lot of good info from Jeff regarding editing and photography. So thank you, Jeff.
He's looking forward to that. I know. Yeah, Jeff's a good editor.
And Frank Rizzo's watching tonight. How you doing, Frank?
Jody.
And Gary's watching. I mentioned your name earlier, Gary. So glad you're coming back. He's number 6 on the South Florida Drone Meetup list. Sergeant Rock is watching.
Angela, yep. Lost Girl Adventures. Yeah.
Jeff, 4 States Aerial Photography. How you doing? Greg Pittman's watching. How you doing, Greg? And Jody, Drone Shots. Always good to see you. Michael, Fly Zone FPV. How you doing?
Michael.
Paul Murray. How you doing, Paul? And let's see, did I miss anybody? I know if I go too fast, I'll skip some. Mark White, how you doing?
I see Mark. I see Brett, Bob Dempsey. Bob Dempsey, welcome in.
Scott Nadeau, how you doing, Scott? And Bob, how you doing? And Bob, we're talking about Bob. He's sponsoring the South Florida Drone Meetup with a donation of his beautiful, custom-made wooden American flag. So thank you, Bob, for that donation. We appreciate it.
Ray, we had some other news this past week that they are planning, or it's in the works, Las Vegas Drone Meetup.
Right.
November, I think it's 6th, 8th,
9th, and 10th. Yeah, and they're working on an official hotel. Bob was talking about it today, and I think it's going to be a great meetup out there. You know.
Yeah, we'll get those guys on as a little bit as they get a few more details, of course, and have them on in a few weeks, and catch up with the details on that. That'll be exciting. I know we've been kind of hounding Bob and Tom for about a year now, and they finally. It's
going to be different type of flying out there, but it's beautiful. The videos that those guys put out are beautiful. Really, I look forward to flying out there.
Right, absolutely.
Anyway, I get back to the name shortly. I think Lauren has finished eating the shrimp and lobster we left back there for him.
Yeah, I'll let you introduce Lauren.
So I want everybody to please give this very humble drone pilot from Calgary, Canada, Lauren Donauer, a warm welcome. So, hey, welcome, Lauren.
Lauren,
hey, how you doing? How am I doing? I'll tell you what, Johnny. Please share what I just sent you.
Hell
froze over.
Cold up there, huh, Lauren?
Well, actually, it's not bad now. But like last week, we were minus 35, minus 45 Celsius, and it was funny because I seen some guys that were bitching and complaining. It was like they were at minus 10, minus 15. And I'm kind of going, oh man. You ain't seen nothing yet, but unfortunately,
John K, thank you so much for that super sticker, John K. Yeah, Lauren, I know we were down to 16 this morning. Of course, it's been cold. I saw a stat the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before that 79% of the U.S. was going to be below freezing. I know what that's got to say for you up there for sure.
Well. It's unfortunate because we haven't been able to fly for several weeks now, ever since we got a cold spell. December was much warmer than normal, but normally we should have done 1 or 2 group flies by now, but we haven't been able to because of the cold weather, and quite often we'll do group flies when it's minus 5, minus 10, minus 15 even, we kind of tailor the group flies around the temperature on what type of drones we're going to be flying. So, but just for the people in the chat there, unfortunately, I didn't realize it, but I logged in on my alternate account. So in chat, I'm not coming up as Lauren. I'm coming up as Drone Guy. So just if you see.
I thought that was you. I had a feeling that was you.
Yeah.
Lauren's got he's got a burner account. Hey, I don't know about that.
I know.
Well, Okay, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I normally only use that account when I'm under an NDA. So,
I got you.
but
Yep. Well, you getting some of the latest and greatest inside scoop on drones, and I know you do have these NDAs that you can't talk about it, but
no.
can you tell us a little bit?
Eddie Nunez, welcome in.
Well, it all depends. I can give you teasers, but I can't be too specific. There's a couple of things I was going to discuss, but unfortunately, like DJI did kind of an early release. There's stuff that they've been releasing this week wasn't supposed to happen until next week. You know, the Cart 30 and the as well as the microphones. That
Yeah, the mic
all the
came out
information.
today. Yeah.
Yeah, but there again, there's a little something happening tomorrow morning. I'm just gonna. It's only 12 hours away, folks, and so I'm not even gonna tease on that one. But
Right.
it's gonna be a good one. So, but
I look forward to it.
yeah, there's some interesting things coming, is what I will say. But unfortunately, I think this year we're mostly going to be seeing um, enterprise updates. I don't see from the information I'm getting, I don't see a lot of. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but like last year we had just an avalanche of new consumer stuff. But
Yeah.
this coming year, I don't expect that kind of a pace. But there will be some nice surprises.
Ronnie, welcome. And Lauren, we talked a little bit pre-show. So and this maybe I know we talked about it before, but did they release too many drones last year, or was it?
My opinion, yes. My
Yeah.
opinion, yeah, absolutely they did. Because to me, like if I was running DJI, I would not have released that many drones because of the fact that not everybody has the financial resources to
Right.
buy that many drones in a year,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And like you've got DJI has got a ton of sales on right now, and that is because it's everybody spent what they had, so they're trying to sell what they can,
Yeah.
Yep.
But I think like there should have been 3 drones released last year. Period. End of story.
Lauren,
And
what about a mid-priced RC, not a RC Pro, but a RC maybe I don't know, maybe a semi pro or something, it's in the $500 to $700 range, maybe, or
that's from my end. I've been asking that we get something like the remotes that we're getting, but instead of the 700 nit,
right,
come on, let's get realistic. Let's get it up to 1,000 nit.
right.
Um,
But maybe not $1,300,
and yeah, and keep that price range down.
Yeah, the price point is the big thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I think
For us
most
consumers,
people
anyway.
Yeah, most people would welcome that. Of course, I mean, where would that fit in with the OcuSync 4 and the OcuSync 3? So is that a problem right now?
That's not the problem, but what I keep hearing is that if they go to the 1,000 nit, they're too worried about how much that'll affect the battery life on the remote.
Okay.
Right? Because they want to try and maintain the current battery life that they have, and being able to do that without creating a new battery, because that's basically what they'd have to do in order to keep it in that form factor. Because like if you look at the high dollar drone remotes, they're considerably larger, right? And a lot of that is just to compensate for that battery.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think, Lawrence, people, you can fly so long now, I mean, how long does the battery have to, I mean, as far as a couple flights, it doesn't run down that much. Ray, I know you do a lot of flying. Do you have trouble with the RC going down too much, or?
No, not really. But again, when I fly the Mavic 3, I usually only go through the 2 batteries,
I got you.
and that's plenty of time on the controller for me. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, I got your comment up there, and Lauren. I mean, you can read that and see. I know it's. I understand about what everybody's saying price wise, but yeah, you can. If you bought the Mavic 3 and then the Air 3 came out, I'm not saying it's the same drone, but it's very similar. So, price point. To me, I didn't buy the Mavic 3, so I saved a little money. And now, I'm not saying the Air 3 is the Mavic 3, but they're pretty damn close,
Well, I'm looking for the Air 3 Pro. I'm looking forward to that drone.
You want to buy the Mavic 3, Johnny?
Do I want to buy a Mavic 3? No, I don't need it.
Oh, come on.
No, I mean, I love my Air 3.
It's funny because I've got 3 drones I want to get rid of right now. I've got a Mavic 3, like the original Mavic 3.
Yep.
And then I've got a Mini 2 I want to get rid of, and an Air 2 I want to get rid of. Because a couple of years ago I had kind of a sell-off on drones because like I was up to 17, 18 drones.
Oh wow!
And you just don't fly them, right? You just can't fly them all.
A lot of those were enterprise drones.
Hey, Lauren, Marcus still had 20 more drones than you. So.
Oh, no doubt. Nobody has more drones than Marcus.
No. He loves his drones, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I look forward to seeing his reviews on the drones when they come out. He does an excellent job on his videos, and I've really learned a lot watching his videos over the years now.
Yeah. But I make a long story short, I got rid of all my enterprise drones because
and the reason, Lauren, you don't.
Well, most of the enterprise drones that I had, I was leasing them out, and I wasn't necessarily flying. To me, it was a money making venture, right?
I got you.
And the problem is that as newer stuff comes out, not so many people wanted to be renting those. They want to rent the newer stuff, right? So for me, it's a matter. I've seen the rentals start coming down, and I wanted to. I've used them for some of the commercial work that I do, but the thing being is there's a point where it's kind of redundant to keep them, right?
Right.
So not only that, but that's a lot of overhead, shall we say?
Yeah.
I'm not a business by any stretch, but
But that's an interesting concept, though. You lease out your drones. I like that idea. I really do.
Yeah. Well, the thing being is there is one company in town that I am aware of that also leases their drones, but the amount of money that they wanted was just crazy stupid. If you rented the drone for the weekend, you paid for it.
Oh wow!
And so I these have paid for themselves several times over. So.
Right.
But anyway, the stuff that I want to get rid of now is just a matter of I have a hard time giving up things. So,
just put them on Johnny's drone swap shop.
Sometimes I know when you sell a drone, you kind of have a little seller's remorse. But if you're not going to use a drone, then it's really sitting there and the batteries are getting old. I know, a lot of people moved up from the Air 3. They sold the Air 2S. And it was a good time to sell that drone, although it's still a great drone, and there's still got some great prices on the Air 2S right now that you can get. So, but hey, if somebody else can use them and make them useful.
The only one that I actually have the biggest seller's remorse on was the Flamewheel 550. That was my very first DJI drone, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one.
I am not.
It was their DJI's second drone. I've been flying drones from various other companies probably about 3 or 4 years before DJI really made anything, and like the Flame Wheel is just, it's a huge drone, but it was their first foray into the consumer market, and no camera on it. You had to, figure your own camera system out and stuff, but it was surprisingly good for its time.
Chris Hope, welcome in. I see Chris in.
How you doing, Chris? Yeah.
So Lauren,
well, I still regret selling my Phantom 4 though. I really do.
Lauren, do you think we'll see more accessory type stuff than drones this year, or will it be pretty much?
To be honest, I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, I mean,
I really don't look at that stuff.
Everybody's talking about a new style of Avata, and Avata. That's pretty well. I mean, I think we all feel confident. Oh, okay, 2. Well, that would be even better, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
What
we can expect this year is probably a upgraded version of what we have now, as well as the sub 250 version, right? That's one thing. That's the sub 250. I don't think is really going to do real good in the U.S., but in the rest of the world, where sub 250 actually means something, it should be a good seller.
Yeah,
well, it should be a lot cheaper too, right, Lauren? It should be a lot cheaper. Less expensive.
I'm not impressed with the marketing that they've been doing for. I can't get into the politics too much.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
hey, Bob Dempsey.
Just one person that's involved in the company that's making a lot of those decisions is let's make $1 million every week, and by $1 million I mean dollars, and rather than the Frank Wang method is let's build a good product, and it's become kind of a money mill.
Well, Lauren, sometimes, and everybody, I mean, the Air 3 is relatively new, of course, and, people are waiting for the Air 3S. So sometimes, maybe we ask for too much, or, you kind of get what you wish for, I guess what I'm saying. And then you're gripe, when they came out, I bought the Air 3 and now they got an Air 3S. And then, I know people just bought the Action 4 and it's reduced, I think yesterday or today, $100. So, it's always the next product is always coming.
Well, and again, that's part of what I'm talking about is the fact that if you come out with stuff too fast, the guy that might have bought that product is not going to buy it now because of the fact that he can't afford it, because that just came out 5-6 months ago.
Right.
And not everybody has an unlimited budget, and like the Air 3S, don't hold your breath on it, okay? Everybody's all excited because, like, there was the Air 2, and then shortly thereafter the Air 2S come out, right? Mm-hmm. And the thing being is, like, the Air 2S came out because that's what originally should have been released, but due to parts issues, they had to kind of compromise, shall we say, and that's what the Air 2 was, right?
All right.
So the Air 2S came out, and that was kind of an anomaly. Like, will we see an Air 3S? I don't know if it'll be called that. It might
Air
be
3 Pro. Air 3 Pro.
Or it might be just called an Air 4, right?
Oh, okay, Air 4. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Well, I know I love my Air 2S. I still fly that, and I really enjoy flying it. And it's a great drone.
Great drone, yeah. And like it's good. It's a more compact size than the Mavic 3 Pro. But
Lauren, everybody thinks of you. I mean, I know we think you're a drone pilot, of course, but you're really a photographer, and that's kind of what brought you into the drone side, right? So you sent. Let me see. You sent a couple. Let me see if I can get this pulled up here.
And I might add, you're a great photographer, really. I always enjoy seeing your photos posted on Facebook. Yep.
Lauren, what is this? Is this just a little video of and pictures and
Just a
stuff?
video compilation of last year's ground shots that I did with my camera, and then the second video is the air shots that I did with drones.
Wow.
Okay.
And just random stuff. There's no rhyme or reason to it. But
Beautiful, beautiful.
unfortunately, we don't get the quality that you do from the originals. M30.
Nice.
Lauren, do you do
There
any
it is.
FPV?
The M30 drone. I love it.
Do I do FPV? Absolutely not.
You're not okay. I didn't think you did, but
Like Marcus, I can't use the goggles.
Yeah.
Right. They just don't work well with me. So. And
I
here's
don't like the goggles either.
Yeah.
man, that's some beautiful, beautiful scenery. Wow.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. I think there's some here. This is part of Devil's Gap here, and like that
Look at
is
that.
gotta be some of the most beautiful spots.
Now, Lauren, can you fly most of that spot right there, all of those, or
This part, absolutely not. That's why I've got a ground camera, right?
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
So,
Is the flying in Calgary somewhat limited, or is it pretty open?
it's reasonable. Let's put it this way: the biggest thing is you need landowners' permission to take off, right? But like if you've got a sub 250, like you can fly almost anywhere in Calgary because like you just need to follow Rule 900.06, which basically states that you don't fly to endanger aircraft or people.
Okay. Yep.
You know, we call it the "Don't be stupid" rule.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
These photos are awesome, Lauren. Really.
Yeah.
And I know you're very humble, and you're really a great photographer, and you are a drone celebrity in my book.
This here is my favorite shot. That one right there.
Wow.
Very, very nice.
Look, they're attacking Marcus's Corvette.
Yep.
Look at the reflection on
Look
the
at
water.
that. Wow.
That's Forget-Me-Not Pond.
I know Jeff Norman in the chat. He's a professional photographer too, so he's finding these interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, Jeff takes some incredible shots.
I like his pose there. It's kind of like, please feed me.
Very nice.
All right, let's see, and then
So now, Lauren, you were saying that you might be surprising us with an announcement tonight. You want to share that just yet?
Well, you've been bugging me. And like you tried to let the kitty out of the bag last night. But yes, I am coming to the South Florida Drone Meet.
oh,
All right.
I will be seeing you guys there. Just I wanted to keep it a secret because a lot of people said if you come, we're gonna make a big. I don't want a big deal. Just like I'm just a guy that wants to fly with a bunch of drone friends.
Well, we are so glad you are joining us, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised. You'll have a great time. You're going to meet some. I mean, a lot of people from the chat, but you're going to meet such great guys. We really have a great group of guys that come. And
it's
ladies.
incredible. It's incredible. The people who've never been, and I know I say it all the time. If you're thinking about coming and you're on a border, don't worry about it. Just come because you will be. The first time you go, it's like you're a little reluctant, and you don't. Where am I going? All these guys from here, but it's unbelievable.
You know what really bothers me about coming this year? Is I figured, cool. I'm gonna be the farthest distance for this, right? And then them guys from
maybe
Europe
not.
are going to
Maybe
show
not.
up.
Yeah,
Those
I
guys from
know.
Europe are going to show up, and they just blow my distance away.
I know.
Oh, hold
And
on.
You know, Ray gives a big old trophy for that. You know. Yeah.
But anyway, we'll have a good time, and we are so glad because now I can make the announcement that Lonnie Brown is also coming with Lauren.
So,
Hey, that's a nice trophy, I tell you.
so like I've got
Very
about
nice.
half a dozen trophies like this, and that was from my from motorcycle riding, and that particular one is long distance trophy.
Well, this is the long distance award that we give out.
But that is from Georgia.
Very nice, very nice.
So Lauren, what's your stay gonna be like? I mean, are you coming a couple days early? Are you staying longer? Are you?
We're coming on. I believe it's the 2nd or the 3rd.
Okay.
And then coming back on the 9th.
Oh wow.
So,
okay.
So like we're going to be down there pretty much a week, right? But when we get there, like it's going to be just about midnight, you know, just the way the plane transfers and stuff go.
Well, we get your ID lanyard and the Pilot Institute lanyard and Brad's coasters that he makes up for us, so you won't go home empty-handed. That's for sure.
Oh, good.
I think you'll need another suitcase just to bring stuff back. I can tell you that. You might have to ship it back. You know.
Actually, it's funny because when I got these trophies, like when I did this in '88, like again, like I say, I was on motorcycle and I was pulling a tent trailer. I had a Gold Wing, and I'd 88, and then in '92 I did one lap around North America on motorcycle, and I based it all on these different rallies that I was going to. But the thing being is I was winning so many darn trophies in the competitions and stuff. They mailed all the trophies to me instead of having to carry them with me. So,
yeah.
so Lauren, what drone are you bringing?
Mavic 3 Pro.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm bringing that. Like I could bring something else, but I'm going to bring that because I want to do photography and I want the best drone for that. Right
now, have you been to Florida in the past?
No.
No. Okay.
The thing being is when I was in Georgia, it was too hot, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't carry on further south. When I was in Georgia, it was one of the few places that I actually rented a room, and that was just mainly because I needed some air conditioning, and when I went out of the room into the outside at 8 o'clock in the morning, it was 105 frickin' degrees, and I said, I'm not going further south. I'm done, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with the area we fly in. Jensen Beach is a beautiful area. Hutchinson Island is up there. We fly there on Sunday, and you'll really enjoy it. You will.
Yep.
Now, Lauren, do you have to do anything special to fly a drone here? I mean, you do have to take?
Well, I've been licensed to fly in the States since about 8 years now.
Oh, okay. So you're part 107 here too?
No, not 107, just recreational.
Okay, trust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
But I've had that license for about 8 years, something like that. And I've got my trust as well. So
well, we're so glad that you and Lonnie Brown are joining us, really.
Well, the funny thing is, there was a third guy that we wanted to come with us, who also helps me run my drone group up here. And we invited him to come with us, and no, can't do it. Well, we were all chatting last night, and he's going to be in Florida almost around that time. And he's going to be down there with his daughter for gymnastics.
Okay.
And he says, I wonder if I can make it there. And like, why didn't you guys tell me? We told you. We told you.
Right, exactly.
That's like, hey,
Well,
Ray,
Lauren, you run the Calgary Drone Group,
I do.
right?
I do.
And how did that come about? How did you come up with
Well,
that?
the thing being is you're lucky to have that because that normally doesn't go outside of Calgary, right? Johnny, you got one as well,
I
right?
have one. Absolutely. Yeah.
I
And
feel honored to have that.
Yeah.
but to make a long story short, like there's so many big groups, and the idea of this group was we wanted something that is local, and so we've tried to keep our membership quite local. And it's funny because we were at 1,500 members at the beginning of this year. Sorry, beginning of 2023. And I said to Lonnie and Doug, I says, I want to try and get it up to around 1,900 by the end of the year if we can, right? Oh, we blew that away. We're over 2,100 members, and
Wow.
and
Very
that is
nice.
95% is all local, right?
Okay.
So, and not only that, but we've got 15% membership is females, which, as you guys know, that's high. Like
That's
10% is good.
Yeah.
10% is
Yeah,
good.
right,
So,
right.
yeah.
And do you guys have regular meetups up there? You fly together? Is there any
Yeah.
schedule?
Yes.
Or you just
Uh,
pick a date and
Schedule,
fly?
no. Schedule, no. What we try and do is at least once a month, and usually on a Saturday or Sunday, and I'll alternate it between what we call a local fly, and the local flies are sub 250s, right? Pardon me. Sub 250s, and we're actually flying around inside Calgary. And then the other one will be anywhere. Usually we're out in um, uh, public recreation areas out in the mountains. It's almost like a park, but not quite.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Well, the scenery up there is spectacular. It really is. It's got to be great flying up there.
When Johnny shows the next video, if he's planning on it,
Yeah, let's see.
You can see some of it. Yeah.
That's let me see which one that's this one here. Yeah.
But if I'm not sure if it's on that one, but Devil's Gap, it was just really something. And that's Lonnie there. So
I'm looking forward to meeting him. And you.
Yeah. Some of the commercial stuff I was doing. So
that's a cool shot right there. Wow.
I like that one. You get the skyline in the background.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I think this has got Devil's Gap because that place is just amazing for scenery. Should be right near the end. So, but when you guys come up, when you guys come up, and I'm not saying I'm saying when, I'll take you guys out, and like Marcus, hopefully we'll make it up this year, but we want to take him out and do some places like Devil's Gap, and it'll just blow you away, you know.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Look at those solar panels. Unbelievable.
Jeff, I actually have the video pulled up. Jeff sent a video. Jeff, I do have that video loaded up. So that's yeah, I'll show it in a little bit.
That's a pipeline work there. You guys don't do any commercial stuff, do you?
I don't. No.
I mean, I do some real estate stuff, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
A Calgary Stampede is a pretty big event, isn't it?
Yep, it's a.
Wow, look at that shot! Wow.
World's largest outdoor rodeo.
Yep.
So that's downtown Calgary. And these are all sub 250 shots.
Wow, look at that.
Now, what drone is that? Which drone?
That one, let's see, that would have been just a Mavic 3. It wasn't the 3 Pro.
Yeah, okay.
Here, now we're getting into Devil's Gap.
Wow. Look at the colors.
Yep.
Ray, we got to go.
I know. I tell you.
Yeah.
Now, do you sell your prints also, Lauren, or no?
I don't intentionally, but I've sold lots of my photos. The funny thing is, that you should mention that, is I spent the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks, trying to put together, call it my greatest hits, into a folder, and
Okay.
there's a gallery that wanted to sell them for me, and
Really?
so I put all of this together and stuff like that. And then Monday I went down there to there. I love that shot there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It is awesome.
That's a place called Devil's Gap there. And but anyways, so I went down to the gallery on Monday, and they were closed and gone out of business.
Oh, really?
That's not good, huh?
Oh, man.
The upside is I'm glad I didn't give them anything, but
Yeah.
realistically, what I would have done is just send them a link and they could just download it from my server, right?
Let me, this is a shot. This is a video. Jeff,
Excuse me.
this is pretty cool too here.
Train yards. Yep.
Yeah, this is pretty neat.
We like featuring viewer videos, so if you want your videos shown, please send them to us.
For
Very
what
nice,
it's worth,
Jeff.
I do videos occasionally, but I suck at it because I hate editing.
Prefer photos. Yeah, photos is easier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jeff put this up, I think, a couple days ago. 1,000 calls daily. Wow. Got a few tracks right there.
Just a few, yep. Yeah.
That's a great shot right there, Mark.
I spent 37 years in the rail industry.
Did you really, Lauren? What did you do in the rail industry?
Well, I actually worked for Calgary Transit. I wasn't for freight. I was all passenger.
Oh, okay.
But I was a maintenance controller for the C train here.
Interesting. You're getting me dizzy, Jeff.
All right, Jeff.
Very nice. Very nice.
Video. Yeah, let's see. That was fun. Let's see, and then let's see, Mr. John Flynn did a little.
Bill Thomas.
John Flynn did a little flying about it when it was, I think, 3 degrees.
That's too cold for this snowbird. 3 degrees. Oh my God, I'm just shaking thinking about it.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Three degrees? Oh, great weather.
Yeah, it's warm for you, right?
Good John ripping.
FPV John.
Yeah, we got in the sim the other day, John and I. We had a good time.
Flying Flynn FPV. It's got a ring to it. Nice flying, John.
Hey, what? It's a little snow on the ground, isn't it?
I love it when the drone is in the shadow. You see the shadow of the drone. I really like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Guys, hashtag cold, COLD. Got a nice sticker pack and a cap we'll give away here in a few minutes. All righty. Good video there, John. John got out there and flew right when it was cold, so it didn't bother him. He had he was getting withdrawals from flying, so he had to fly. Yeah, let's see. This is from Alan.
Hey, Don.
Drone View Media.
And Finch Eye. Alan over in Ireland. Oh, nice.
Yeah. We'll change the pace.
He puts out some incredible videos too. Alan does.
He does.
Johnny, I just sent you a PM.
What's that, Lauren?
I just sent you a message.
Oh, okay.
Through the coastline. Beautiful. I keep saying I'm going to get over there too and fly, and I haven't done it.
One I'd love to do is Ireland. Like the green there, it's just crazy.
Yeah, that is. He puts out some incredible videos, man. Kind of just makes you want to go, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It does get inhibited a lot by the weather, though. There.
Yeah, I think.
But when the sun is shining, it is sure beautiful.
I think he hadn't put up a video in a while, so.
Right.
Nice.
When I was in Ireland, I wasn't flying drones at the time. I would definitely want to go back with my drone.
Like I say, I'd like to go, but everything that I'm hearing is you have to really be conscious of the weather, because it's that green because there's a lot of rain. So
let's see. I got a special picture. Was it? Let's see. Where's it at here? Lauren. Let's see here. Oh, this picture right here.
Oh my God! You have chains on your car, Lauren? I guess you need them, right?
That was going around, you know. That's about right. You know, we
Louisiana.
We didn't have school today. And today was, I mean, it was 16 degrees, but it was a beautiful day, sunny. But now I had something pop up just now. They're still going to have some schools canceled tomorrow because of maybe some plumbing problems. So, you know, man, the cold weather is definitely different down here when we get that kind of cold, you know, than what people are used to.
How cold is it right now, Johnny?
Right now it is 32.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's only supposed to get 29. So
what's your normal temperature for this time of year?
I mean, you know, we have some days that we get in the 20s, but in the teens, it's pretty unusual for us, you know, and we had 2 days in the teens. So normally, I mean, there's no normal in Louisiana, you know, and even across the South, you know, Texas has had some really cold weather this past week. So, you know, they kind of got it first and we got it. But yeah, it was pretty cold last.
It's going to be very cold here next few days in the mid 60s.
Yeah, Warren says I'm overdressed. Oh man, well guys,
you know, and the funny thing is when the drone meetups comes, you know, I'm kind of looking at the weather. I'm going, everybody is probably going to be, you know, comfortably dressed, and I'm going to come down there in t-shirts and shorts, you know.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you what, the drone meet last year, it was pretty warm, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we had
beginning of April, it's starting to get hot, actually. We get some hot days.
Beautiful weather last year. I mean, it really every year, well, the first year was windy, but it was still a really nice day, you know?
Yeah.
Guys, hashtag cold, and I'll give away, we'll draw for this sticker pack. We'll draw for the sticker pack first. Let's see who wins it. And if you just won recently, let me know. Hot Rod.
Hot Rod. Congratulations, Rod.
Hot Rod, I'll get it to you. If you want me to give it to somebody else, we definitely can do that too. If you just won, I think Rod, Rod won an SD card not very long ago.
Hey, Dan J, how you doing, Dan?
And this will be for the Capt. And let's see who wins the Capt. And I'll get it to you. USA shipping only. Sorry about that.
Good luck.
If you're coming to South Florida Drone Meetup, hey, you can get it right there. Lambo.
Hey, Brett, congratulations.
I'll get them out too. Yes, appreciate it so much. Let's see here. Let me stop that share.
Very nice.
And
we
Johnny,
appreciate you guys watching. We really do. We thank you for your support. Every viewer, we really appreciate it.
Well, Lauren, let me ask you this: where does Autel sit right now in the drone community or in the drone world?
Persona non grata.
I mean, do you think that they're done consumer wise?
No, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
The thing being is they've tried to match DJI and
can't compete, right?
Well, they don't have the infrastructure in order to put out enough drones to make them at a reasonable cost and be competitive with DJI. And as you guys are probably well aware that the enterprise drones, there's much more profit in those.
Yeah, and Lauren, for a while,
have a good night, Michael.
A few years ago, Autel only had one drone. It was the Evo 2 or whatever it was, and then they came out with 4 drones at one time, and then now it's been 2 years. So of course, everybody is saying, I do agree with you. I think that they're going. So sometimes I don't even think we understand how much money must be in that end of the spectrum.
Well, if you figure that your average enterprise drone is going to start at about 15,000 and up, right? And then consider what do you even pay for a Mavic 3 Pro down, and like you've got DJI has put the margins so thin on consumer drones that it's really hurt a lot of the dealers, where you've only got 8 to 10% markup, whereas with the enterprise stuff you're 40 or 50% markup.
Big difference.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, I know we think of ourselves as a big community as far as because it's maybe a couple hundred of us kind of that's bebops in and out of chats and stuff, but that's a very small market, as far as what we think of. Yeah. And Autel, it's right. Somebody put that their parent company is, of course, automotive. So they have a lot of money, but, that's, I don't think money is a problem. It's not like, say, Femi or Hubson, but it's just, evidently the
So Dan J joins you on some of your meetups, Lauren. That's nice.
I'm just responding to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got just some very, very active members that are just freaking awesome, and those are what helps make this my drone community what it is. Dan
J will make you a moderator.
Yeah, we will. I will definitely do that. And Lauren, I know, of course, what it's about up there. And when you come, of course, we're so glad that you're coming, and you're going to have, it's just going to be an incredible event. I mean, I know when we leave there and I'm driving back home, usually I call Ray or, we're all talking. It's like, man, can we top it next year? And sometimes you get to thinking, well, maybe we reached our peak and, kind of start leveling off. But the interest is there and it's climbing. And,
and we do have a lot of new people, people coming.
For what it's worth, don't try and top yourself.
No.
Just make good quality, right? Keep the quality. Don't worry about quantity,
Right.
I would rather any day. I'd rather go to a good drone up where people enjoy themselves and stuff like that, rather than like, especially like with you guys that are on the organizing committee. I'd like to be able to spend time with you guys and chat.
Yeah.
We see each other like this, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it'd be so nice to just talk one-on-one
And that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. You end up talking to a lot of people.
You
But
do.
if you guys are busy trying to organize the event, how much is that going to happen, right? We're coming for the people, not for the hoopla, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Well, I think talk to a lot of people, Lauren.
Yeah, it's very low keyed, and there's a lot of, hey, I mean, I would say there was a lot of flying this past year, but I mean, there's a lot of time for that, too, because at the hotel and we go out to eat. So yeah, it was it's fun, you guys.
Well, and that's why I come for a week, not just a couple of days. I'm coming for a week so that I can spend some time. And I want
you booked the hotel, right? You booked the official hotel. Yeah, and you got the discounted rate, and that's great.
Oh, but I had to work for it. I'll tell you. It was like I had to say, well, hey, hold on here. This is for the South Florida Drone Meetup, and it's like, oh yeah, but
they're still giving it. Believe it or not, we were told it's sold out, but they are still giving the rate. People like
Mickey Moo, welcome in. Well, Lauren, we've been on an hour, and I'm gonna give you the floor for a few seconds. And I know we've been talking, but
all I can say is I'm so happy that it's kind of out there, because I've actually been booked. My flight and the hotel has been booked now for 6-7 months.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Shortly after the last year's meet is when I actually booked.
So guys, you can tell Lauren a secret, not like other people I know. I'm just saying, because he can keep a secret.
But the thing being is, what I'm looking forward to the most is meeting the people, right?
Yeah.
If we get to fly and stuff, like I'm going to be bringing down a little bit of camera and a little bit of a drone, and I want to do some photography. And like I say, I'm coming down for a week so that I can not just do the meetup, but also just hopefully you guys can say, hey, go there. There's great shots there.
A little sightseeing while you're here.
Yep, absolutely. So
we'll see some alligators.
Long as they
like wildlife photography. So.
We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Ray, of course, we'll be on 2 weeks from tonight. But Ray, who do you got next Wednesday? Who do you have?
Next Wednesday, Paul Reed. Paul Reed is a drone pilot from Pennsylvania, and he's also a sponsor of the South Florida Drone Meetup. He donated the tablet, Aerial Views tablet. That's very similar to a Triple Tech tablet. And I got to say thank you to Paul, but he's going to be the guest next week. So.
All right, well, sounds good. And then 2 weeks.
Lauren, you were a great guest. You were a great guest. I got to say thank you, and thank you for telling everybody that you're coming. I don't have to keep it a secret no more.
Right. and 2 weeks from tonight, we'll have Ron Brown on the Fly for Fun show. So, guys, tune in next Wednesday to Captain Ray. And Lauren, I want to thank you again. Appreciate it so much, and can't wait to meet you in person, and that'll be a blast. Everybody have a great night tonight, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Fly
Everybody
for
have
fun.